My name is Jim Estes, and today I'm going to talk about a drill that I think is extremely important for the swing plane. So what I want you to do is, and this, by the way, is going to give you an instant understanding of exactly the feeling you want to have in the golf swing. Take a club. You can put a rod, alignment rod, in the grip, or I'm sorry, in the butt end of the golf club. Take the golf club, turn it like you're going to hold it, and then what I want you to do is take that club, put it right against your left hip, so you're holding both clubs here. Now you've got an alignment rod on the ground and a golf ball, and what I want you to do, getting into your good posture position, your weight over the arches, feel balanced. The insides of the heels are going to be about the width of your hips. Take a swing back, slow motion, and trace with that alignment rod the target line all the way up. The shaft should be parallel to your target line at the top, and then slowly coming down, trace the line. And do this in slow motion. Right into the impact position. So this is a great feedback tool, visual feedback tool for learning the proper swing plane. Go right to your impact position. I encourage you to do this drill in slow motion, and if you have 5 minutes a day, if you do this drill every day, I guarantee you're going to improve your golf swing. So again, I think you'll find this to be extremely helpful. JimEstesGolf.com if you have any questions. Pat, here's the chipping. This is Kevin Strumlin hitting a chip shot.
Yeah.
His feet are together,
close
together, 6 inches. The ball position's right about the middle of the chest. Here's an 8 o'clock backswing. 8 o'clock backswing for him goes a certain distance. The left arm's at 8 o'clock there.
Yeah.
The right arm will be at 4 o'clock. And there it is.
Yeah.
All right, so he's got primarily weight on the lead side, not the trail side.
Yeah.
And then this is Danny Lee hitting a pitch shot. Notice the toes are turned toward the target. They're pretty close proximity to one another. His head is pretty much over the ball. His weight's leaning forward. And he's going to go back. There's a little bit of wrist set. I would call that about a 8:30 backswing. He's going to come through to about 3 o'clock. And notice the club face as he's hitting the ball. This is something that I was talking about. The toe of the club is up. He's got, and it's coming in, and the face is not going to rotate.
No.
He's going to keep that face from closing. Notice he just brushes the turf there. There's not a big divot. And you can see how the face stays square. So that's important for pitching and chipping. The face isn't doing a lot of rotation, so the grip is relatively weak. It's a finesse grip. His right hand is a little more on top there. Soft grip. Grip pressure's light and loose through the whole swing. I got a sense of just maintaining the constancy of the grip pressure, not changing it dramatically, letting the club sort of just swing on its own. All right. And then for an iron shot, you know, I look at the chest is the center. That's where I would start the sand wedge. And I just move the ball up there about 1/4 of an inch with each club. And so this guy's hitting about a 7-iron, so he's got a little forward of center. And
you start at center with the wedge?
with the most lofted club, and then I just move it up a little bit with each club. Typically the driver, I like to see the ankles right underneath the hip sockets. And you can see there, that's biomechanically, you want to stack your load-bearing joints. So the ankles should be under the hips. Now with the driver, the outsides of the heels are going to be as wide as the shoulders. That's with the driver swing. So the driver swing's a little bit wider stance. Foot flare, how much you open your... That's dependent on how
What's
fast your hips are.
Okay.
You know, guys that have strong grips, Jack Johnson is a very strong grip. He has to have very fast hips or he's going to hit a hook.
Yeah.
So guys with fast hips, they tend to have the left foot open a little bit. That helps promote the rotation.
Yeah.
So we'll see where you're at with that.
Okay.
Here's a close-in look at the footwork of Graham McDowell, and you'll see this is through the hitting zone. You're going to see there's a shift and a rotation, and you can see how the face stays very square here.
Yeah.
But you can see the footwork. And then I'm going to show you a driver swing and an iron swing. On the back swing, the club head stays to the outside of the hands.
Yeah.
That's important. You don't want to get the club to the inside. We talked about that for you.
Yeah.
Getting fat shots.
Exactly.
And then he's going to come down. The hips are going to lead, and then the trunk, and then the arms, and then the hands, and then the club head. But impact, you can see that the body is opened up. And it varies. With some players it's 45 degrees open, some it's 30 degrees. There's no right or wrong answer there. But here you'll see a driver swing. You can see his much wider base there.
Yeah.
Let me put up a lady golfer, because sometimes I like to use them as examples, because some of the women have excellent fundamentals.
Yeah.
That's an iron setup. Her ball's that's Anna Norquist. She's a big lady, but you can see here she stays over the ball. There's not a lot of
there isn't.
There's not she stays over the ball. There's not a lot of side to side movement there. So if you have the flexibility to be able to rotate and not move too much right or left, that would be ideal. You can see she's moved into her left side there. So there is some lateral shift of the hips, and it's usually around 7 to 10 inches of lateral movement, followed by about 45 degrees of rotation from the address position. I like this lady's swing here. Chella Choi. This is an unbelievable golf swing. What you'll see here is she's going to move behind the ball a little bit. Her head moves a little bit to the right, to our left, her right, but it's a really good position at the top. Now if you watch slowly, her hips are going to lead right there. They go first, then the trunk, and then the club head follows. But a really good golf swing. Very athletic motion, very powerful motion too for a young for a woman. Not very big. She's only probably 5'3", 5'4". Very strong though.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, she works out obviously. Here's another picture of her. So impact, you can see. You get in front of a mirror and work on impact. Just get that. You're a sports person. You're an athletic person, so you can mimic that movement pattern. Just watching it, you can do it. So you can see she's turned behind it. I mean, that's an unbelievable shoulder turn. She's got coiling. She's coiling back there. So I like to watch the lady swing. I mean, this lady right here, another Asian lady, she's got a wide base. Now, for me, I think this is too wide. So this is an example of, for me,
too wide for
her ankles are not underneath her hips.
Okay. Oh, I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Her base is too wide. For me, I'm sure she has a coach, and I'm sure he's got a reason why he's doing that. But for me, that doesn't work. But I mean, obviously, she's playing golf for a living, so she's doing something right. But again, there's a bent left elbow. But again, that's she doesn't do it at impact. You can see how that arm straightens as she strikes the ball. And the club face is very passive. There's not a lot of flipping going on.